Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to the Accendo Traders Group. This is our weekend wrap-up trading plan for September 12, 2009. Our website is blog.accendotraders.com, and we put together video trade plans on a daily basis. Each time we get together, we go through our little general trading plan to help us prepare for the next trading day. We want to make sure we're on the right side of our trades, but most importantly, we want to make sure we have time to spend with our families. So, the week that was, well, we know that it was a holiday shortened trading week, and when we got together last week, we talked about being in a range in the consolidation, what was going to be the catalyst to move us higher. You can basically see that we really didn't do anything for the week. We're up for the week, and we're up for the year, but really this is a one-day move, nothing that big. So in our solid holiday shortened week, we did have 3 or 4 days up. 9 of the 10 major sectors are positive, but again, it was a shortened week. And it started off with Kraft attempting to buy Cadbury, although Cadbury rejected it. I think it was a $17 billion offer, but it was initially rejected. We'll see where that goes from here. And then we had some mixed economic data. The jobs claims did drop more than expected. However, because we're still up there in the 500,000 claims, that's still going to keep unemployment rate going higher. And although the continuing claims has gone down, the question is, have people got jobs, or has their unemployment benefits run out? Also, the Fed base books showed that the economy is showing at a declining rate, so that was certainly positive, and the market did respond to that. Then we had some more earnings. Texas Instrument raised their Q3 outlook, and FedEx issued upside guidance, and they have earnings coming out this week. And then we also had Geithner saying that additional bank bailouts are probably going to be unlikely. When we go into the economic data this week, you can really see that we really don't have much. The market has responded a little bit to the building permits and the housing starts, but once again, as in last week, we don't have a lot to move the market. Going into tomorrow, Sunday, we don't really have anything going on. For the week, on Tuesday, we have Best Buy, and then later in the week, we have Palm, which I think will be interesting to see what the pre-results are going to be. And then FedEx, as we just said, has already issued guidance, and there is our split play for the week. So as we begin to take a look at our 3 major indexes, the Dow, the S&P, and the NASDAQ, you can see, as we mentioned, we have made fresh 2009 highs. We made a new swing high, and we talked about that last week about, are we going to go back and test the highs? And yes, we have. The question is, are we really going to make a new high? I mean, we've matched it, and we breached above it just a little bit, but are we really going to go ahead and make a new high? There's the NASDAQ. I'm sorry, the Dow. Here's the NASDAQ. Now, the NASDAQ actually did extend itself and make a new high. Now, we talked about, for the past couple of weeks, that the NASDAQ has been in this consolidation range, and when was it going to pop out? And then the Dow and the S&P 500 at the end of August kind of took a lead out of there down to the S&P, and you can see the same thing. But the NASDAQ really made the biggest move as far as making a new high. But what's important is what we've been saying when we take a time and look at the monthly chart. And when you look at the monthly chart, we're back at that resistance. Here's the 20 moving average for the Dow Jones. We're at the 50 moving average for the NASDAQ. And we're back at the 20 moving average for the S&P 500. So we're at resistance again. And I have the same question that I had last week, which is what's going to be the catalyst to project us higher? We don't have anything, at least nothing scheduled. So some unexpected news might come up to move us one way or the other. But right now, what's going to be the catalyst to get us to break this resistance? As we look at the internals for the week, you can see that on Tuesday, we had this jump in volume. Now that's of course because last week we really didn't have anything going on. So we had this big jump in volume, but breadth was just a little bit better than positive. Remember, 50 means bullish, below 50 means bearish. And so we really didn't have much going on there. And then Tuesday was a blah day. And then we finally get this uptick on Thursday where volume picked up, breadth is good, and then what happens? The volume dies on Friday. Volume dies on Friday. Why? Well, we went up to that resistance again, and we're still staying in that range. And so, again, what is going to be our catalyst? Our internals actually turn bearish. Our internals turn bearish on Friday. So what's going to be our catalyst to keep this going? We went up and touched the swing highs. We actually established a slight higher high, but what's going to be our catalyst to get us to break through our monthly resistance points? Last week when we were looking at our sectors, the main thing we pointed out was the metals. People are running to gold to counteract what's going on with the U.S. dollar. So you can see with the metals looking very good. Look at gold looking very good. I also want to come down here and take a look at computers. Look at that, computer hardware, very nice. Software, very nice. And internet, very nice. You know, the Apples and the Googles are doing very, very nicely. Now, probably need a little pullback, but those are our best sectors. Okay, for our educational portion, we're going to continue to talk about the mindset of successful traders, those traders who win. And last time, we talked about making yourself available to the market. You have to remember that the market is just a stream of data, and I like to refer it to the matrix. Anybody out there with me who love the matrix know what I'm talking about, with the greens, black background and the green numbers going up and down. That's the matrix, you know, and that's what trading is. It's just a series of data. And are you Neo? Can you interpret that data to realize that you can manipulate the matrix? You can manipulate, you can take advantage of the market. And so the way you have to do that is you have to make yourself available. You have to drink and take, or what was it, the red or the blue pill? You got to take the pill. And so what we have to be able to do is be able to open ourselves to see the data and not allow our minds to be prejudging, to be already set in a position of what the market will be. You really have to be able to say, no matter what the market does, I have a trading plan, a trading system, a strategy that I can make money off of that. What happens is that sometimes you get into a trade and the market is telling you to get out. It's telling you, it's giving you signals to get out, but because you're in and you're starting to let your emotions get in, and you're trying to not letting your trading plan, your stops take effect, you actually cancel the stops. I've done it, and I've always lost. I have always said in this video that every time I've made an emotional trade, made an emotional decision, I've lost money. Every time. So your emotion is blocking what you would normally be able to see blindly, you know, what you normally be able to see easily. Being involved in a trade that's going against you, your emotions tend to take the best of you. So you have to, again, be able to allow yourself to be available, to be open to being wrong. You know, you saw your entry, and the market says, haha, that this strategy is not going to work, I'm going the other way. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, again, last week we talked about being at a club. There's nothing wrong with a girl telling you no. Move on to the next one. So our blog is blog.accendotraders.com. You can follow us at Twitter at twitter.com/accendotraders. And this week's 5 good minutes. Anybody who's been following me for a long time knows how much I do appreciate the Shadow Trader as far as really good fundamentals, really good marketing materials, and he has some great things on his site that are for free. And he puts together a great 10-minute video every Sunday, basically just like me. So let me go ahead and show you where you can find that information. So just real quickly, here we are at the Shadow Trader site, derivative of Thinkorswim, and just go to the archive section here. And there's different things. The video weeklies are the free videos that he puts out on each Sunday. And then the education, under education, there's some really good videos there also. How I originally learned to do the market internals and thinkorswim is on here. There's some really good things here. So spend 5 good minutes at shadowtrader.net.